wine
Yes.
that will have that to kind of like
Yes.
at least keep up with those flavors, right?
Right.
I don't think you want to overwhelm them.
You don't want to
but-
overwhelm.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's why this would not go with fish. With fish, I would have some sort of a white wine or a rosé. It would go great.
Okay. So
Yeah.
$7.99 on sale.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
how long does that last?
It's effective immediately and all of next week.
So this is one of the first ones that like, when I drink a wine, I kind of think like, well, it tastes like wine. I don't really know how to describe it. But as you're saying, the descriptor notes in it, it's got those big flavors, which are easy to find.
Yep.
So like a lot of the stuff I get, like winey, grapey kind of taste. And this one, it's kind of transcended that with more intensity of these other flavors that you're talking about.
Yeah, it's got a
Yeah.
I just want to say what a terrific job Randall's doing today. Because we had a problem with Facebook and I've been trying to fix it. And the one subject Randall does not like to talk about is wine.
No.
And
like
then
to
he's
hear
been
other
sitting there.
people.
No, but you just grabbed the gauntlet and said, I will finish this segment and went right to it and then engaged Ray into talk about wine. I thank you very much, Randall. That was great.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that one of the things that we like to talk, right? Ryan,
Yeah, that's
so
the understatement
sometimes
of
Ray doesn't get to talk,
That's
and
right.
so now you got hopefully a chance to talk.
All right, so hopefully
This is
everybody's
open
got
upstairs. if
switched
people are-
over.
This is open if people came in and wanted to try.
absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was
I
an
love the
eye opener
cherries in
for me.
this.
Yeah,
This is really nice.
I have
This is
been
good.
having a lot of cherries recently, and I think a lot of people misappropriate that. Like I did a sour cherry gin.
Yeah.
Last week for the Gin Rummy Festival. And I got in an argument with because I think a lot of Americans think of cherries as like sweet, like in ice cream.
Yes.
But cherries has like a bite. It's
little
almost
tartness,
like a
like
little
tartness.
tartness or bitterness
Mm.
that really brings it out. And that's what I find in this, if you're talking about
Definitely
the
supposed
cherry.
to have a tartness to it.
Yeah.
And you're right. And I think that's where we've come like to the, like sort of the commercialization of a flavor style
Right.
that now moves away from the original flavor. Like what I think of, I have in my head, I have two different dark cherries. I always say dark cherries because I think people more understand that. But if I say cherry, everybody thinks of this red dye number 5 monstrosity. And that's immediately go to like a maraschino cherry and all that type of that stuff.
But all that stuff like strawberry, green apple, like in
Right.
candies is not really that
Bananas.
close.
Blueberry is, I think, one of the biggest ones because
Yeah.
blueberry's flavor, if a real blueberry, is very subtle.
Yeah.
Right.
And and anything that has blueberry flavor, like flavoring, like artificial flavoring, is very intense, and it sort of goes against the way blueberry actually tastes.
Well, when I'm finding blue raspberry in the wild, it's like I don't even know what that.
You know what's so
flavor
funny is you can see it because it's like neon blue, like
Right.
so far away. I'm getting cherries today too because I had a little accident. This has been one of those days. I think I should just maybe go home today. I got shot with some Rosa Regali, which is really like sort of has a lot of that cherry sort of flavor to it and smell to it.
You
So
have
I
a
got
cup?
nailed with it. So now what's that?
A cup.
And now it's going on and on and on. So I'm like, all right, we'll just go with that way. All right, how long do we have?
Knows that.
How long do we have? Because I want to keep Ray.
Isn't that weird?
I want to talk to Ray during the
Okay.
segment, the other segment.
All right. So I
What
just
did you- what
passed
should we
over.
ask
So
Ray?
I've been drinking Ghost Energy drink, which is Welch's Grape.
Yeah.
Now this is clear. That's why they call it Ghost
Oh
because
my
it
God.
doesn't have artificial color, whatever.
Right.
I'm not saying it doesn't have artificial flavor, but like to me, when I initially tasted this, it had what I associate with like grape without being grape soda, like super sweet. So it tended to be what I would call like almost like that winey grape nose or
Yep.
flavor.
Brandon wants to get
Well, anyway,
Ray
I was just
banging off
wanted
the
to-
walls upstairs in the
this
wine
got an
department.
intense amount of caffeine. You don't have to.
Here's some intense
Same.
amount of caffeine.
But the
Here,
nose
Ray,
on
try
it
this.
is like when I smell a lot of wines, I find some of that, even though I think Welch's Grape is like a Concord grape, which they don't use in wine.
In
making.
nature.
Yeah.
Why?
Hopefully.
Not in the wines we drink.
Right.
No, it's
Okay.
This is really good. Listen, there's a couple things since Ray's here. So this is really good buy today. You want a nice wine for stuff cooking on the grill. You're cooking hamburgers. You're cooking steaks on the grill or something like that.
Yeah.
Ribs, I think, would even be more so. Would be really
Rib.
great.
Yeah, ribs.
But I want to, since Ray's here, maybe we can go into the break. I want to start talking about, I was in jury duty yesterday and something happened during jury duty that I want to talk about. And Randall and I started talking about it earlier. It's the disconnection of like things that we take to granted for a younger generation. I don't think they quite get. So this is like an old man.
If you're a 12-year-old listening to this on the radio station,
Don't listen to
which
this.
you won't be,
Don't
we're
listen
about to
this.
take what's called a commercial break, and they'll play commercials that you can't fast forward through.
I'll get
And
millennials
we'll
during
come
this.
back on the other side while we're broadcasting, I think on Facebook. That
Yeah, we're still on that
All right.
Facebook. Go on Facebook. We are on Facebook now, thank God.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So I'm at jury duty yesterday, and first of all, that's like a living hell. I don't think anybody really needs to deal with. But I was on. They were impaling a murder trial, and I was praying to God I didn't get on this thing. I didn't end up getting on this, but when they released this for lunch, it's really weird, Ray, and you're going to appreciate this. They released this for lunch, and they go, "Be back here at 5:02." First of all, who said like? You can set the time when you want us back anytime you want. 1:45, quarter or two, like you know what I'm saying, like something like that. 2 o'clock, but 5:02. It seems really arbitrary.
Because
anyway,
they know that everyone's going to be late.
they'll be
and
late,
they
so they're
have
trying to
be
get them there
too.
for two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the funny part is I'm walking out, and I'm walking out. There's a younger person in front of me and a lady, and he turns to her and he says, "What time is 5:02?" And she goes, it's 1:55. And he goes, oh, okay. And I just got to thinking, I'm like we've lost like some of these things because you don't, who uses an analog clock anymore?
Don't get Ryan started on a clock face. That's
Clock
all I'm
face,
saying.
right? Well, how do you give to like I'm saying like how like it's also a clock face is used as a directional thing. I got your 6. It's at 9, it's at 3. You know, like if you're trying to
Right.
tell somebody, well, it's trying to tell somebody where to look.
Yeah.
You know, you can use the clock face for that. And then just even the fact of saying like, you know, quarter past, quarter of, half past 5. Like there's different like phraseologies that we sort of use. And I just like it's,
John was telling us a story where somebody said it was quarter past the hour, and they thought it meant 6:25 or whatever the hour was, because a quarter is 25.
of 100.
Right, but a quarter, the quarter
Right.
coin,
Oh, yeah.
25 cents.
Yeah, 25 cents. So
Right.
it's just amazing to me that we sort of lost something. I got a mug. My new mug says "Drink Up," and it's got the Reverend Jim Jones on it, which is, the massacre there, in which everybody drank the cyanide laced Kool-Aid.
Right.
And when we get the term "drink the Kool-Aid," is where the term comes from. And people still use that phrase, "drink the Kool-Aid." But now I think there's a disconnect of actually
Of the murders?
what it actually means. Like there's no historical.
Well, they
sort of
don't
like
understand the People's Temple, right?
Yeah.
And the Guyanese reference.
the
and
guy in
how
his, yeah.
It was a horror show, and there were American senators involved, right? Like this is a huge news
It's a
topic.
huge news thing.
But you have people who don't remember things before COVID because of the news space.
But there's a
because
lot of stuff.
they
There's
grew
more
up
of that
in-
stuff coming.
Right.
You know, there's more of that stuff. There's more of that stuff as we go. I don't even want to get into like
Listen.
cursive writing. You had the good story with cursive writing.
Oh yeah. So we were doing bottle engraving, and somebody said, "I want." The mom was buying it for the child to give to the dad. So they were buying alcohol that it was signed, and they said, "But I want it in English to say Happy Father's Day." And we're like, "English?" I'm like, "Oh, it's cursive. They can't read the cursive. They think it's a different
Foreign language.
because they were like 15 years old or 16 years old." And so like that was an eye opener. But when I was growing up, my dad would say like 23 skidoo, and I'd be like, "What the hell is happening?" And it meant
Get
like,
your butt
let's
moving.
go.
Yeah, let's
Like,
go. Get your butt moving.
Yeah.
So all right, we're coming back. Thanks, Ray.
My pleasure. Anytime. Thank you.
All right. Ray's taking off. All right, we're back. It's the Liquor Talking right here in WCRN AM 830. And I think Kenny's coming today. We'll see.
What time did he tell you?
Okay, so
Half
okay.
past?
Yeah, I told us half past. He did say 20 past. I want to tell you.
All
everybody.
right.
All right. So actually, we're going to bring up Lydia's here. So we're going to bring up Lydia. Lydia is the events planner, wine extraordinaire person in the wine department. She's got a new. She's been doing these things Thursday. It's Thursday nights, right? And it's like the wine department equivalent of Whiskey Wednesday.
Yeah.
So she's been trying to get more people to come to these. So she's been.
And I've
trying
been
different-
hearing that this has been, you're killing it. You're doing a great
Last-
job.
last week-
People are
hold on, let
really
me get
excited
there.
about these.
Lydia, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, there we go. We get your voice now. All right. So she's been coming up with some different themes to these things to try to get people's attention to come on Thursday nights. And this Thursday is what?
This Thursday is a Midsummer Wine Dream. It's
Okay, summer solstice is today, right? Summer
yes,
solstice, right?
yes. We are currently in the period of midsummer, so I thought, what a better time to represent the Shakespeare's tribute to that time of year.
Okay. So June 26th, right here at Julia's Liquors in the Metro Station from 7 to 8. And now what
Are you into
what's the
Shakespeare?
theme?
Very much so.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yes, of course. Of course that in Chaucer. I'm sorry.
When I nose this, I get hints of Ryan. Is this
So
what
this,
was
yeah,
spilled on him?
this is what, this
Okay.
the bottle exploded like right at me. I get like this. I get Rosa Regali on me. So basically, I know Johnny's going to be doing a couple of cocktails for you for the midsummer,
Yes.
but they're all wine-based cocktails.
All of them.
All right.
All three cocktails we're featuring.
So you've been busy over there on the side with under the instructional eye of Johnny on the spot,
Yes.
making this cocktail. So what is this cocktail?
So this cocktail was my concept for Love in Idleness, which is the name of the love potion featured in the play A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay.
It features Glenfarmer Doley, Glenfarmer,
Oh, again,
Bog.
pineapple,
yep, as well as Bog, which is cranberry,
cranberry. Yep.
and Brichetto de Key, specifically the brand Rosa Regale,
Rosa Regali. Yep.
and a little
I know Rosa Regali really well in personal.
yes, very,
Still smelling it on my shirt.
and then a little topper of non-sugar Sprite,
Non-sugar Sprite.
which is my reference to a shrewd and knavish Sprite, which is a line from the play as well.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right, we're about to sample this. Can you
Guys.
hit us with your favorite quote, or is that asking too much on the spot?
Oh yes, I she may be little, but she is fierce.
Okay.
This is good. I like this one. It's got like some sweetness, but it is balanced with there's a tart angle, like Randall was talking about with like cherries and stuff. There is a thought, so it's very well balanced, very refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
You get ice in there, so it's nice and chilled on a day like today.
Yes,
I like it.
great summer fare.
I like it very much. So I know what was last week, because last week was well attended too.
Yes, last week was our Italian wines event hosted by Lauren Trivellini.
Okay.
It went very well. It was very well attended. We featured 6 wines, 3 of them from Sicily and 3 of them from more northern areas of Italy.
Okay.
And it was exceptional.
So it's starting to people are starting to notice this. They're starting to go on Thursday nights. Go to juliosliquors.com and go to the events and tasting page. They'll all be listed there as they get posted. And it's something to do on a Thursday night. It's one of those nice things that you can go. Listen, this one's got a Midsummer's Dream. Take your spouse because they're $10, right? $10 to go. You get the $10 back in a gift card, and you can bring a friend for free. So, Midsummer's Dream, bring this, since you're talking about love potions,
Yes.
bring a date.
It's a
Why not?
fantastic date night option. I will say briefly that it is going to be a little experimental for us. It's a little less a seminar and a little more a party.
A party. Okay, well, that's sort of how Shakespeare wrote it, I guess. So we're okay. Johnny, what did you throw up here for us? We got
Yeah,
another
go
drink
for
up here. Johnny's over there still making stuff. So is this going to be tasted on Thursday night too? Okay, Johnny's posting the recipe. So if you want to make some of these, you can, or you could just go on Thursday night and actually taste them and then decide which one you want to make. So what is this new one here?
This new one here is called There Sleeps Titania, another reference to
Yes.
the play.
She's the queen, right?
Yes, the
Yes,
queen
fairy
of the
queen.
play. It's very appropriate for a lavender.
Ooh, I like this one, lavender. Oh, that's really good. What's in this one?
Oh,
Chambord? Gin, lemon juice, lavender syrup, Lamarca Prosecco, and raspberry tonic water. This is actually really nice and refreshing too. What do you think, Randall?
That's nice. It's very good. Very different. It kind of goes more towards this is the Chambord, I think, in it, but more towards like almost like an elderflower or a floral
Really
kind of
good.
nature to the drink. Now, what character in Midsummer's Night Dream do you most self-identify with?
Oh my.
Get to the bottom of this. Let's find it.
Hippolyta, the warrior queen.
Okay. So what would Hippolyta be drinking?
That's
Is it
funny 'cause-
either one of these or
Hippolyta would surely prefer John's cocktail because John is an extraordinary cocktail crafter and what I aspire to be. This is a very elegant cocktail.
What was the fairy queen's name? Yeah, Titania. Right?
Titania.
Titania.
So
I was mispronounced.
human queen, I believe, called Hippolyta.
Hippolyta is actually the queen of the Athenian.
Yes.
Excuse me, of the Amazons. Excuse me.
But she's become the queen of the Athenians because she's married.
No, she's become the queen of Thebes because
Mm.
she's married, of course, Ulysses.
Okay.
Mm.
So we have
Well, you got a classical studies major on one side of you, Randall,
Right.
and you got somebody that's into English literature on the other side.
So you have the, academic side, and then you have the sensual, emotional interpretation of Shakespeare on this side.
Mm.
I think I'm going to listen a little bit more to Hippolyta.
Hippolyta.
Yeah. okay.
Hippolyta. Well, who do you identify? Do you know the
Is Puck in this?
Puck is very. This is
that's
his play.
Puck. Yeah, yeah. This
Definitely.
this is that play, Randall.
Seems suiting to you, yes.
Are you gonna go with
Because
Puck?
he's kind of like
He's
a
a
shit starter.
trickster. Yeah.
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 Okay.
But Randall,
Rude and knavish.
so Puck is like is this fairy of small diminutive nature,
Yeah,
and Randall
I-
is 6'7" Puck.
Spiritually, I'm a very
Spiritually,
small person.
they could fit how many pucks inside of you? I'm wondering. So, anyways, it's Thursday nights. You got to go see. You got to go see it. You got to experience it. It's a lot of fun. Johnny's going to be there this week, and he's going to be making some really great drinks. And of course, Lydia is going to be there, and she's going to be she is the director of everything that's going on there. So have fun. Go see it. Sign up.
Is there cosplay?
I certainly hope so. I will be in cosplay.
Nice.
Oh, wait a minute. I did not. Wait,
Yeah.
I did not know this. Oh, wait.
This is why
Johnny-
it's going to be so much fun, right?
Johnny.
We talk a lot and
Who's
we
the-
drink stuff, but like it's going to be an experience.
This
right?
is gonna
you're
show my,
it's gonna be fun
yeah.
for people who are attending.
Well, I'm a Californian, and whimsy comes pretty naturally to me. I'm a little. I can only hope for the New Englanders to join in the spirit.
Okay.
Oh, I think Johnny. Who's the one that turns into a donkey? I don't want to say the other word. But,
That is. Oh my goodness.
oh, Stumper.
You did, and you really. That's awful because he's almost the main character in a way.
Yes, and Johnny will be wearing donkey ears that night. I heard. That's what I heard from everybody. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lydia. And Thursday, Midsummer's Wine Dream, June 26th, 7 to 8 p.m. Sign up on juliosliquors.com. You definitely want to do that. Now, better late than never. He told me he was going to be late, so it doesn't really
He's on
count
time
down.
for what he said.
He's on time for what he said he was going to be. He's on time for his lateness. And here he is, the one, the only beverage whisperer himself, Kenny Sadowski.
Hello.
There he is, Kenny. Oh, well, good. I'm glad you could make it today. I actually am really excited to have
Listen,
you.
I was so happy to be here, even for a short period of time, that I brought you the kind of peanuts you can eat.
Oh yes, because Ryan has a nut allergy, and then sometimes he claims that he has a circus peanut allergy. So
I do never claim that I have a circus peanut allergy.
There's enough to go around.
I never say
I
it.
think those are
You just
pass
just
those
gonna
along.
make past him?
I thought the toll might be one.
Okay, I can.
All right, thank you.
And I
Yeah,
also
because-
found these doing store checks today.
Uh-oh.
Pop Tarts. Oh,
So
Girl
this
Scout
is-
cookie Pop Tarts.
Yeah.
There's a frosted coconut caramel that looks like the cookie and a thin mint one. Nice.
Yeah. Nothing thin about that.
I think we
Do
should, you know what? Since Kenny just arrived, I think we should do the drink of the show.
I
Okay.
agree 100%.
As he's unpacking
Yeah,
as
let's
he's
let the
unpacking
circuit
all
go.
of his stuff over there.
Ah.
Ryan, when did you lose control of the show? I never had control of the show today. I never had control of the show. I started off getting sprayed by wine, and then I couldn't get Facebook up
It
and
made me
running.
sound like the bottle was a skunk
Here you go.
and reacted to you.
It
This
was. I
is
think it was.
what we
So-
put in our coffee mugs.
Yes.
Nobody's business.
No.
But
Never.
We're going to tell you, and I don't know how to pronounce this. Hagawar.
Jaguar. It's Alma del Jaguar or Jaguar. Here,
Yeah.
Randall, I will give you
With
a
the
toast and I'll
clinking.
give you the
Now
clinking
I've
of the
got
cups.
Jim Jones.
Yes, I have my drink up Jim Jones on it. This is another thing, another reference that, if somebody goes a little too soon, don't you think? Yeah, it's too soon. Of
Yum.
the Jamestown massacre, but where everybody drank the Kool-Aid that was laced with cyanide, and
That's why it tasted funny.
it did taste funny. And but the whole point is the term "drink the Kool-Aid," and that's where it comes from. And people still use that term, but I don't think they understand where it comes from. So, all right, enough of that.
Anyway,
Let's drink
that
the
has
tequila.
nothing to do with what's in our coffee
Wow,
mug,
is that good?
which is a new type of tequila to the store, or is this?
So Amadel Jaguar is fairly new into the marketplace, but it's been a long time like love coming. It's sort of a conceptual tequila in that
Conceptual.
yeah, because everything in this bottle is basically is all natural and recycled. Like the glass is recycled, the glue to use on the label is agave glue. So they did everything. Part of the proceeds go back to the conservation land of the jaguars. So it sort of started out there, but the cool part is they actually got NOM 1414 involved with this whole project. So Sergio is the master distiller for 1414. He actually distilled this. What do you guys think?
Yum.
I drank it out of the coffee mug, and it was delicious. I think
I will
we're
go
going
into
to
a little.
take
Yeah,
a
we'll
break.
take a break. I will tell you.
We'll come back with more
particulars of this
details. But welcome to the show, Kenny Sadowski, and we'll be back with more of It's the Liquor Talking in just a moment after this commercial break. Again, following through on the Facebook Live page.
I will let you know right now, since we have a little bit of time. This is our single barrel of this fantastic tequila. It is an añejo. It's 86.8, and I'll talk a little bit more about the Almar del Jaguar when we get back.
These circus peanuts, as freshness, are delicious.
Just to give everybody who's doing the visual on Facebook Live, they're seeing behind us speaking of tequila, they're seeing behind us the Skeleton Crew flag that we got. This is going to go up in the tequila section, I believe. This is Skeleton Crew Adventures. This is the Veterans Adventure Therapy. So this is if you remember, I thought I brought it down with me.
A bottle of the old Cape Horn.
Cape Horn. I don't know what the hell I did with it.
No.
All right. Well, anyways, but it's Cape
So
Horn.
popular, didn't
Yeah,
stay.
no, it's Cape Horn. I put it down somewhere and I forgot where it was. It's Cape Horn. So this is what they use to fund the tequila is what they use to fund these adventures to help veterans out. So we get the nice flag on it. We got the tequila upstairs, and I am taking Taylor's challenge. I'm trying to work on for November an event that will all feature all veteran owned projects or whatever to bring them together for like
You had
an
a
event.
seamstress that challenged you to do this?
Taylor.
A Taylor.
His name is Taylor.
Oh, it's a person.
It's a person.
And it's
Okay.
not Colonel Taylor.
Yeah,
It's
all
not
right.
Colonel Taylor. No, it's not.
The old EH. Yeah.
Gregor. So he is. I've taken a challenge up, and we're going to do that.
All right.
All right. Now
Now we got something else
Thank
that's
you.
just been placed in front of us.
wait until we are we
Wait,
back
no,
yet.
no,
We're
no,
not back
no,
yet.
no.
Let's wait until we get back to talk about that. I also have the question of the show. So I'm going to give you the question of the show when we get back. We'll taste more tequila. Johnny just dropped off another drink to us, so he's going to want. He's very busy. You should see over on the side today. It is sort of destroyed. I don't know if I can I switch this so people can
A
see this?
lot of
Because
tinkering.
people should really see this. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. I think that's this one. It is. Hold on. I'm going to flip it around. Look, you can see they're over there at the bar. Look at all the stuff they get up. They're making today. Take a bow, Johnny. All right. And I'll switch that back so we don't see. There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's the Liquor Talking right here on WCRN AM 830. And we've been making a ton of drinks today. Johnny's over there going nuts in the town. We just did the drink of the show, which was the Le Tigre. It's the Lock and Key single barrel of Alma de Jaguar tequila.
So the Jaguar Tequila is the brand name.
Yes.
You're calling it Le Tigre.
Le Tigre, which because our single barrel was aged in French oak that held Chardonnay
I thought
wine.
you just loved those old shirts with the tiger on it.
No, I was actually thinking of the group,
The
rock-
band,
the
like,
band Le
yeah.
Tigre. But anyways,
But you mentioned something before that I just want to circle back on. You said NOM, I think 1440,
so the nom, which is
4, I thought.
1414. I'm not sure what.
1414.
But most people
14,
if you've
14.
heard that, that's Nacional Origin Mexico. So it's
Yep.
like a certification number of the tequila
Distillery. Right.
And so you can actually look this up on a website and find out more information. But generally speaking, small
They are one of the
Tequila.
top- yeah, they're like they're at the apex. They're right there of making some of the best. Kenny knows this too.
But a lot of people don't realize that there could be a tequila distillery that can put this particular brand or name on it if it meets all the requirements of the brand is
Right.
doing it. But you can also find, kind of where its origin is, which is the NOM number. I just wanted to explain that because
Yeah, no, it's the distillery and it's the master. Sergio's the master distiller there. They're known G4. They got a whole bunch 1414 one of theirs. But they're known for making like Volans, some of the top tequilas that are in the market today.
Yep.
They produce, and they took this on, which is really weird to happen. Is they took on another brand that they sort of cultivated and put together this the Alma del Jaguar, and they when they did this, it's really cool. Most of all the products except for one are like 80% champagne yeast, but 20% wild yeast. There is one in Nocturna that uses 100% wild yeast. That's fantastic. It's also 101 proof. If you haven't heard of them, I get it, but you will be hearing a lot more about these. They're gonna do very, very well because, as you guys just tasted,
Yeah.
the product is fantastic. We have a bottle of this open. You're welcome to come and try it. Our single barrel.
Sorry, did I try that yet?
No, I don't think you did. Here, give me back your thing. I'll give it. Listen, if I can't get my friends feeling good, who else am I gonna
and the
do?
type of
There you go,
aging
give me
on
that
this
tip.
is añejo, which I've been called many times.
That you're
Which
mispronouncing
means
what you've been
aged.
called. Yeah, that's I think
And
yeah.
the theme of our show
Yeah.
today is, how we've disconnected from the younger generation. So aged more than a year in wood, oak, right?
Yeah, in this case, it's French oak
Yeah.
that held Chardonnay wine. So I think this came out really good,
Yum.
and it's a natural cast strength. So I think it's very interesting. All right, so
I'm sorry, is this the drink of the show?
this is the drink of the show.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. All right, so do you want to do the? We should probably do the larceny question of the show.
While we're sipping this.
Yeah, why
other-
not? Yeah, why
Okay.
not?
While
Okay.
we're sipping on the drink of the show?
No, I think we're
Oh,
before
have
everything
we
melts.
matriculated to another
Yeah.
cocktail?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the other cocktail. Have the other cocktail ready.
Okay.
Because what? Okay, so the larceny question of the show today is: what is the name of the kid-friendly, non-alcoholic cocktail of grenadine syrup and ginger ale? What is that called?
Hurley Shemple.
Yeah.
You're incorrect. It's called Baby Shark. Randall,
I'm going to go with Shirley Temple as well.
audience, Johnny said Roy
Rogers.
Rogers. Yeah, that's Coke. Yeah, I got it wrong. It is, in fact, a Shirley Temple. And the reason why I chose that question today, it's amazing I can find links to things. I feel like Connections. You ever see that show, Connections?
No.
They start with one thing and they keep connecting it through history and stuff. 7-Up, and I knew Kenny was going to be in today. 7-Up is releasing a limited time Shirley Temple flavored.
Second time.
Second time, but
They
it's
did it last
but
year.
it's always limited edition, right?
Yes.
They only do it for a certain time.
It flies off the shelf.
Now,
It'll curl your hair.
we're gonna get back to this other part. Do people know who Shirley Temple is?
I think so.
Do you really? if I asked,
mean,
if I asked,
I
a,
mean, like, this is a metaphysical question.
well, no, I'm just saying that, like, I don't know if people even
Child
know.
star used
Yep.
to tap dance,
Yeah.
was super cute with like curls. That
Yeah, she was also the
Uh,
U.S. ambassador to Ghana. and
I'm
a
talking
couple
about
of-
the.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Not
Ghana.
But this is
Eight.
Ghana, and this is the drink that her drink was called a Shirley. They called it a Shirley Temple, but she liked. It was like a citrus soda
Right.
with grenadine and cherry with a cherry in it.
Yep.
And that was the drink. So 7-Up is doing and this I love that they do this though. It's 7-Up, which is a citrus soda,
Sprite family.
and yeah, sort of in that sort of range with pomegranate and cherry in there. Not many people realize, I think that grenadine is actually pomegranate flavored and not cherry flavored. I think because of Shirley Temples, I think because you put a cherry in it, they always associate the grenadine with cherries and not pomegranate, which is what it is. So I think that
Okay.
was really interesting.
Can we just play connection one more time?
Sure.
Oh boy.
There's an entrepreneur out of Austin, Texas, who is doing an RTG, as we would call it on this pulpit,
Yeah.
called Dirty Shirley. So it's an alcoholic RTD called Dirty Shirley.
Yeah.
I've had it.
Oh, you have?
I have had
Oh,
it.
because
I don't think it tastes like a Shirley Temple though.
you know what's funny? I got it the day before I was shipping my car up to here from Miami, and
Did you
so
try
I
it?
have it. No, I have it in my car. I haven't.
Oh, it's part of Kenny's homework, and you didn't bring it in.
Well, Kenny's homework is generally non-alcoholic,
That's right.
but I do have an interesting show and tell today.
Okay.
What you got?
I have something called Whip. I read this article that said the future of Red Bull is in a pouch. And what they were talking about was these like Zyn sort of tobacco pouches.
Yeah.
But this is just caffeine, comes in
Oh, gee.
100 millimeter and 100
Randall is.
milligram.
You are not
and-
allowed to have any.
No,
You see
not
what
gonna.
Randall's drinking right now?
Dr. Pepper.
No,
No.
no.
Energy drink.
He's drinking Ghost. You want
Oh,
to?
Ghost.
Yeah. I'll try. I will try one.
I brought the
Just a
100
pinch
milligram.
between your lip and your.
15 energy pouches, caffeine per pouch. This one's mint. All right, I'm gonna try that out because I don't know what I don't.
Right.
I'll put it down over there. Yeah, I'll try.
Stop talking for the last.
Yeah,
10 minutes
exactly.
of the show.
Exactly.
How will we know?
So now okay, I'm gonna go one step further and show you how much I do connections here.
Oh boy.
You know what's funny? I don't know if you can tell, but I only put this show like maybe 10 minutes before we go on the air and put together.
What about the drink of the show? There's some more forethought in that.
There it is. No, but the next one we're gonna do, and John made these up for me. I give John things all the time. I just like send him like notices or texts. Oh, that was the other thing. I
Yeah, in the
talked
middle of
to
the
text.
night, he just
I
was
talked
like,
to text
"What
and
is
people
this
can't get that
crap
one."
hell?"
It's exactly. This is he just gave you a cherry Dr. Pepper margarita.
It looks like there's something alive in mine.
There may be wild cherries.
Those
is
cherries
one.
are wild.
I think they're wild horses.
Which is actually pretty interesting because Dr. Pepper owns 7-Up, right? Kenny?
Yes.
They can't see you nod on
Keurig,
radio.
Keurig Dr. Pepper.
Yes, Keurig Dr. Pepper. They own them. So this is a cherry Dr. Pepper margarita and margarita. I'm saying it.
Margarita.
I don't know why I'm adding things. To that. I didn't even have that pouch that you and margarita. And the ingredients are tequila, fresh lime, fresh cherries. Did you muddle these cherries together? Muddled cherries and Dr. Pepper.
It looks like the Loch Ness monster. It tastes delicious, but it is scary, I must say.
It is foreboding.
When I first heard of this, and I said to John, "Can you make this?" And John said, "Of course I can make this. Don't be silly." I didn't know if that flavor component would actually go together, but it actually really does.
Yeah, this is delicious. I will say, under the auspices of the connection theme, and I got here late, so I don't know how long this theme has been running through.
Since you got here.
But perfect. Having gone to school in New Orleans, and there's the dirtiest lake in the United States there called Lake Pontchartrain.
Yep.
And there was a drink called the Lake Pontchartrain, and this was about the color of it.
So it was
Like it's
true color,
naughty,
true color.
naughty, dirty, or
No, it's dirty,
Filth.
dirty, filthy, dirty.
okay.
And you use more of the Jaguar tequila. Which one did you use? The Reposado? Reposado.
It's good.
That's really good.
Yeah, really
I'm
well done.
shocked how good that is.
And more along the lines of what we were talking about before you got here about how cherry doesn't always mean like candy sweet cherry. It can have that like
That sour
tart
side,
or
yeah.
slightly
Right.
more bite to it than.
Let me ask you a question. What's
100% true? And then I went and brought circus peanuts to
That's
screw
true.
that whole thing.
Let's screw that. Let me ask
me
you a
balance
question,
my
Kenny.
palate out.
What flavor do you get with Dr. Pepper? Just Dr. Pepper on its own.
I mean, I get sort of cola-ish. It's cola and then some.
I get like black cherry with that a lot too. And I know
They
it's
did
prune,
do
right?
black
Wasn't
cherry.
it prune?
You know, they've done a bunch of LTOs, as they call
Okay.
them, right? Limited
Yeah.
time offers. The newest one is called blackberry.
Blackberry.
Yep. They did coconut and cream last year.
Yeah.
They said it was so popular they were going to bring it out again, and I keep watching, and they haven't brought it out again. But they have blackberry is the one that is out now.
Palm Pilot, which is coming out.
Cherry is one of the 23 flavors.
Cherry is one of the 20
Yeah,
flavors.
I mean,
Yeah,
Dr.
it's
Pepper's known as the 23 flavored.
but prune was another one too.
But I don't think a lot of people understand what cola nut tastes like.
No.
Or
Which
that
is,
Coca-Cola has 14 flavors.
yeah.
And their recipe, their original recipe is called 7X, but it is 14 flavors, including vanilla, lemon, and lime. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there, and it's a statistic from a long time ago now, but in a blind taste test, people couldn't tell, a majority of people, so let's call it 51%, couldn't tell Coke from Sprite blindfolded because there is lemon lime in Coca-Cola.
And you don't really taste it because
Yeah,
you're
it's
seeing
the
with your
visual
eyes, you
cue.
see that
Yeah, yeah.
darkness, and you're not thinking about it. That's pretty interesting. Hey, I do want to say to everybody today too, Deanie's Teenies, John himself from Deanie's Teenies is going to be in the store from 2 to 4 today. Tasting out Deanie's Teenies. They now are in stock. Finally, we get them all in stock. So
Don't ask him what the founder story is.
yeah, don't ask. We learned that.
We're going to take a break.
All right, take a
Be
break.
back on the other side. Please join us. And if you want to see visual cues, that'll be on the Facebook Live.
Yeah. All right. You guys have your choice. Actually, you don't. Decided against that. Since we are only on
For 16 more minutes.
yeah, well, we're only on
Above a good accoutrement.
Okay. So I think you can see
apparatus.
that. I'm trying to get it on the video so you can guys see it.
Yeah.
This is a
It
new
looked
segment
like-
I would like to call Ryan Should Just Stay Asleep. When Ryan gets up in the middle of the night, he starts searching on the web. Then he sees something and he buys something on the web.
Oh yeah.
And
you gotta stay asleep, dude.
And this is
looks
a
like a giant.
this is a shot
champagne glass.
yeah, shot dispenser.
So
it's
you
right
put
there in front of
ice in the top?
You could put ice in here. Definitely could put ice in there.
That looks like frozen Shotville to me.
You want me to do that? I could do that.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I can do that right now if you want. We can pass it through. I got a bag of ice right here.
I think you should do one and John should do one.
I think we're all gonna do one.
No, but I think John should do a separate recipe.
No,
This is
All right,
John's
so here's the-
recipe through ice, right?
through ice. Yes, we'll do. No, this is something that I came up with. So I saw this thing, and basically what it's gonna do, it's gonna dispense. I want to make sure you can sort of see that evenly. Whatever you pour into it. So I'm putting.
And I think you have to put it on top of this one, and then
Maybe
they'll be
that's a
able
good
to see
idea. We'll do that without it falling there. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna pour.
Oh, I need one of those. I'm not even like waking up at 2 a.m.
Okay, so
just need one of
this is
It's not
It's not
equally
even.
distributed.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Wait,
give it
it
a-
might
give
be
us-
tipped.
it might be tipped a little bit. All right, that's probably because of the ice, though. Might be because of the
I
ice.
screwed you up. Sorry.
That's okay. That's no problem. I like the idea
What-
better.
what's
So
in there?
This is a Kenny size pour, and this is
Yeah,
a
so-
single
Wow.
size pour.
this is V vodka. This is lemon
That's
flavored
V?
vodka. V
Oh,
vodka.
V.
V1. Lemon, but it's got pea flour in it, butterfly pea flour,
There's a lot
which
of
is
letters
blue.
here.
which is blue.
VTP.
Yeah, and then I figured we put in some pink Whitney.
Oh boy.
Oh,
This
boy.
is lemonade vodka in this.
If it dispenses at that same level, one of them's going to overflow.
Well, we can always shut it off. And if you notice,
Randall
it
has
turned
the
violet
P.
not violent.
Right. That's-
Violet.
Oh, there is a little. That's awesome.
There's you can shut them off, which is really
Yeah.
cool. So now you have this really colorful you can lift it up too, which is great. You can take it to all your guests.
So
You pick
I
it up
would
and
not.
take it to all your guests.
You are the host with the most.
Right? This is what I'm thinking at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
that's why I say
Give
you
this
should
one
be
to
asleep
Kenny.
at 4.
There's Kenny's.
your host game to
There's
the next
Kenny's.
level.
He's driving.
Yeah, I'll take one. Randall, here's one for Randall, one for the studio audience, one for Johnny. We'll leave the last one
So
over there.
here's my observation. If you had a large cube or a single cube of ice,
Yeah.
but what's happening is that it's kind of like
Yeah.
It's going through the
Screwing
ice.
it up.
Right.
some of them.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the little.
And there was little shut offs.
It's
So if
good.
you only have a couple people,
So was this an Amazon purchase or was this a?
no, this was like one of those, hey, we're on Facebook or Instagram. I can't remember which. They did an ad, and I was like, oh, I need one of those. I have a couple more. Yeah, Johnny's gonna take it and dump it. But this is so here's what it is. Isn't this cool looking though? I
Wait,
decided
so
to do
here-
those.
Wait, Johnny.
Johnny,
Here, just put this back. I want to test something.
he wants to see.
I want to do Google Lens to see if Google Lens knows this thing. Randall?
Randall's hand
Sorry,
is
I'm
going to
trying
come
to
back.
get it so
Yeah,
it doesn't.
it's going to
keep
come up
There
with
you go.
Randall's hand.
Randall's hand, which is on the internet a lot. That hand. He was a hand model
Oh
at
my
one point in
goodness.
time.
Okay,
Okay,
Costanza.
All
sorry.
right, just stop it. Let him take the picture.
It's
John will
dripping
take it
all
away.
over
That's
my
okay.
stuff.
There we go.
Oh, sorry.
Unlike
I got-
mine.
I got
It's-
I get totally sideswiped, and you're worried about that. All right, John, you can take it. He's all right. Here we're coming back now.
No, because there's no reception. Yeah, I can take it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's the Liquor Talking right on right here on WCRN AM
The
830.
rails talking.
Well, listen, I started a new segment that we did during the break called Ryan Should Not Be on the Internet at 4 a.m. I bought this thing. It's called a shot. What is it called?
It's called the
1 to
I
6 shot
stick
glass.
or 1 to 6 shot glass
glass.
dispenser and holder.
Yeah, it's a dispenser and holder for you could do shots.
Hmm.
I did a really cool shot that turned violet,
Yeah.
not violence, violet. Here you go, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers. And it actually worked. It actually worked pretty good.
Do
And
you have a name for this?
the
Yeah.
shot? No, I don't know.
Sex and violets?
Sex, sex and
I gotta
violence.
tell you, I mean, irrespective of the fact that you woke up at 4 a.m. and had this idea pop
Fever
into your
dream.
head,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
fever
just like it. I think it's cool.
It is sort of cool. Well, listen, I'm not going to just buy. I have something else coming. I was up against a little bit of insomnia. I get something else coming
with a
that I think
longer
you're
ship
really
time.
gonna. Yeah, you're really gonna like the next one I got coming. If you like this one, you're gonna like the next one. I got one more thing that already came in that we haven't got to yet. So we will get to that.
This will be a segment for a few more shows.
Yeah, we'll have a few more shows. I just want to tell everybody.
The shot glass dispenser and holder, it looks like basically a large champagne or margarita glass, and
Yeah.
then it has little things. So as you pour
little
them-
holes and everything goes down evenly.
and
so
you can
flip
see it in
them.
action if you go to the
I-
Facebook
That's right.
Live thing.
I
as
have
we actually
news
did.
for you.
Kenny's
you-
taking this when he leaves.
No. You have started some sort of trend because on Amazon it's out of stock.
See, see,
When- when was
it wasn't
Some
on
other
Amazon that I got it though.
things.
Okay.
Yeah, it's currently unavailable. We don't know when or if this will be back.
It's been banned in all major countries.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this is a really cool thing that I got that I just thought was funny, and I said, "Oh, we need to do that for the show." And some of the things I like to get because I like to try them out, and I think it's really neat that if we can try them out here. Just so you know, this Whiskey Wednesday we're going to have Hogsworth and Bacta. Is this Whiskey Wednesday? And Hogsworth is really new. That's new. That's out just recently out, and it's bourbon whiskey and Armagnac combined. It is from the great folks at Bacta, and we're going to be doing a tasting on that. Go to juliosliquors.com, go to the events page, and sign up. I think it's going to be a ton of fun to do that too. So you definitely want to see that.
This is coming up.
This is
right?
coming up. So
Almost
whatever
like a
this
Bacta the
whatever
future.
this Wednesday is, so the 25th maybe. And now I'm lost.
26, I think maybe.
No,
No, you're right. 25.
25.
25.
Jeez. keeps doubting me every time. I feel like the
No, I knew I have it at dinner on the 25 and I thought it was Tuesday.
Does anybody want to try a new
Yeah.
product that just came in from Fiddlehead?
Yes.
I knew you would. I knew you would.
Fiddlehead is a
brewery.
in Vermont.
Yes,
And do they now distribute? Because for a
brand.
they do.
while,
They do.
it was hard to get.
What's that?
It was hard to get.
Yeah,
Now-
we can get a lot of their stuff. They actually did a project with us. You can get them at Fenway Park. I try to always get them at Fenway. And they have the
Why-
regular.
By the way, Ryan,
Yes.
that
That's
sweatshirt that you had on, the new Fenway City Connect green.
I got for Father's Day.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
just unbelievable. They're all sold out.
Oh, are they?
Completely sold out. If you wanted to
Oh
put that
my
on
God.
eBay, if you wanted to put your Father's Day gift on eBay,
Kenny, do you
could
understand
triple
what
your
you're
money.
doing to his ego?
My kids give me a
The,
sweatshirt. What do
the
you
kids,
They done
when
good.
he wears it, it sells out. He buys it,
It sells out.
right.
You're
Are you all
lighting
being a
a
trend here?
match. You're starting.
Well, and this is going to sell out too.
Sorry,
We're going to try
Randall.
this. This is Juan Ricardo, Mexican style lime lager.
What happened to Ricky Ricardo?
Well, it's Juan Ricardo, and this is from Fiddlehead. And I love
Wait. What is the flavor?
it is Mexican style lager lime with lime.
Isn't a lime Ricky a drink?
yeah.
Yeah.
So they're calling it. Oh, I get the pun. Okay. So Juan Ricardo instead of a Ricardo Ricky,
What I do like about these, though,
right?
what I do like about these, they're great because I had them the other day. This is a lager brewed with lime, corn tortillas, and agave.
Oh well, the corn. Yeah.
All right. But what I like about these two is they're coming out in short supply anyway.
What
So they're gonna be,
cans?
they're coming out with, like, I'm loving the
What's
fact
that
that
vessel size.
this is 8 ounces.
Cool.
All right. Let me
Here, you
get
want to make it look smaller?
There
Hand me the can.
you go. So, but if you remember last week we
Wait,
did
you got to
we
do
did-
a double. Hold the Dr. Pepper in the other
Yeah.
hand.
This is a normal size can.
Right.
Yeah, there we
There
go.
we go. There's some visual merchandising.
But these are really good. I like this, and I like these
I
foam
shouldn't
cans.
like this, and I do.
Because of the corn tortilla.
Yeah. I mean, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot on that.
Hey, listen, but I'm going to
descriptor.
tell you right now, I've learned that the people up at Fiddlehead, they know what they're doing. They
Yeah.
really do. They do some really cool things. They did a farmer red sour that was like it was like the best one I've ever had. It was insane. They just did it in small quantities. So they're not even like going out and really selling these type of things. This is, I think, a great summer item. I do like the fact of like these 8-ounce cans. I'd rather have 2 8-ounce cans than a 16 because I can now it's cold. It stays cold.
Oh, if
It doesn't
you
go
saw
wrong.
the weather forecast for this week, you
I
want
got-
2 8-ounce cans.
Oh no, yeah, I
instead of
bought
15.
it's going to be really hot and these
We
are
may
really
set
great.
a record on Tuesday, 101 they're talking about,
Oh geez.
which is double my IQ, just for
That's
the
it.
record.
So then
Double.
this would for that Tuesday. This
Double.
would be called
Triple?
100 and Juan Ricardo.
Juan Ricardo. There you go. But you know what's funny is last week we did the pink pony, which was a spaghetti, which is usually Miller High Life and Aperol,
Yeah, you
And
sent
lime.
me that. Thank you for sending me that. I had not seen that before.
and then we did one we called it
With
a pink
the pony
pony.
bottle, the little
The
small
pony
ones.
bottle with the small bottles. People were, this is what gets me about people. It is a spaghetti. We said that on the air that it was and stuff like that, but we were having fun and we called it a pink pony because it turned sort of pink and it was a pony bottle. I never get so many things like, well, that's not what it's called. Why were you trying to rename it? I go, it's a joke. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be funny.
Chapel Roan would have
It's like one of the top performers out there right now.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to be associated with it? But it wasn't. It was just sort of funny because it turned sort of pink and it was a pony bottle.
Yeah.
So
Well
some people
done.
can't have fun.
Well done, sir.
Have fun.
Yep.
What's wrong with that?
Well, that's Cindy Lauper.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get right. I don't want to get her mad at me. But this is good, right? This beer,
Yeah.
No, mine's not good. It's gone.
it's gone. These are going to sell out, by the way. Just another thing that Randall. These will sell out. It's only because
Get ready.
it has
for
nothing to do with
Tuesday.
me, by the way.
Nobody
that's
likes
the newest
my
fiddlehead.
wordplay with the 101 card.
I do. I love that. Are you kidding me? Why wouldn't I like that? Do you guys want to try a new
Okay.
well, this is non-alcoholic, but this we just got these in. They're called Franklin and
Still
Sons. You might have known these guys.
Yep.
I figured that Kenny would. And I thought
There-
because we did a lime beer. See the connections? You get it?
Sparkling guava and lime.
Connections. You are
Connections.
just connections,
Connections.
today.
Yeah.
You know something? I don't even mean to do them. They just come.
Yeah.
At 4:00 in the morning.
Better late than never.
This is Franklin and Sons is brand new. They're like $6 a 4-pack. This one's sparkling guava and lime. They're really neat bottles and stuff. They're like the old timey sort of
Yeah.
bottles,
Those,
right?
I've met those guys. They're either from the UK or Australia. I can't
They're from
remember.
well, this is from
Oh, Franklin.
UK.
Yeah.
This is from London. It says
You
they're
met the
from
Sons or Franklin?
Franklin.
not the Sons.
I was like
There you go.
Benjamin.
Benjamin? No. All right, you guys can try that. Johnny, you want to try this? Hold on. I'm gonna get one for Johnny. Hold on. There you go. Thanks. There you go, John. All right, so let's see what we think of this one. This is a new this is sparkling guava and lime.
Just
Well done.
kind of a disclaimer. There's no alcohol in this.
There's no alcohol in this one.
Yet.
We'll put alcohol in this. This is actually really good.
All right, there's 1 minute left. I just want to give a really gratuitous shout out to Rick Carlisle and the Indiana Pacers, who are up against a big one tomorrow night, trying to beat OKC in OKC. But I want them to do it. I hope they can do it, and I will
They've
be
been surprising everybody.
willing them to
right?
do it.
What
Yeah.
course
Mr. Carlisle actually is
Yes,
a
people.
is
Mr. Academy class
Mr.
of
Academy.
79.
Yep. So try this. See what you guys think.
To the Pacers. Go, sirs. Yes, sirs.
And pace yourself.
By the way, I threw a little
Where
bit of
it's the liquor
tequila in this.
talking,
It's
but
delicious.
not responsible drinking, especially in the summer activities you have.
The tequila in this the seltzer is
The
quite good.
Franklin, the
Oh, you're
Franklin
gone.
and Sons is already gone.
I'll put some of that in there. All right. How much time we got left?
12 seconds.
8 seconds. Randall, tell everybody we enjoyed having you here today.
Thank you so much for listening to It's the Liquor Talking here on WCRN. We're going to be back next week, but
We'll
we're
see.
wrapping up the show right now, and there's a lot of activities, especially Thursday, coming up this week.
Yeah, Whiskey Wednesday and Thursday. Don't forget the two. Midsummer's Wine Dream or something like that. But Johnny's going to be there. Johnny's a guest on that one.
Thank you.
Back to the future.
And Bacta on Wednesday. See you later, everybody. Have fun.
It's
Stay
wrapped.
cool. All right. Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Ned.
All right. We're going to shut everything down.
It's even late for my late.
Shut the other stuff down. Hold on.